Assalamu alaikum and welcome to a new session of MAV Health and Wellness Committee. I am Asma Shuaib, the Chair of Health and Wellness Committee. I hope everyone is keeping safe and taking care of themselves. Although it feels like the virus is gone and we are out of pandemic, but in reality, it's not. Please still take care of yourselves, keep the distance, wear the mask, wash your hands as much as possible and stay safe for yourself and for, of course, the rest of us. As most of us know that October is the National Domestic Violence Awareness Month in United States. And according to the CDC statistics, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 10 men will undergo physical or emotional abuse in the United States, like every day. So the key is that this, domestic abuse, as like other public health issues, is a preventable problem. But how do we prevent it, and what can we do to get the knowledge and get the awareness of like preventing it in our community and in our in a society at large? Today, my guest is Sister Ambreen Ahmed. She is the Executive Director of Faith Social Services, which is a very renowned organization helping the victims of domestic abuse in our area. So, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Ambreen. Welcome to the program. And it's really good to see you. On behalf of Darun Noor community, I welcome you to my show. And please tell us something about yourself first, and then inshallah we'll go to the topic.
Inshallah. So about myself, well, I have been working with Faith for the last 20 years, and I am a member of many groups in Fairfax County where, domestic violence is discussed, and we are sitting and talking about how to avoid all this. And so it is amazing how, the family is the nucleus of society. If family is protected and family flourishes, the society flourishes. So, and, I just want to mention some things because I was thinking about how to present this. And there's a beautiful ayah in Quran, Surah number 30, ayah number 21. In which Quran defines marriage as love and mercy. And I said, let's explore the definition of love. What does it mean? What does love mean? So an intense feeling of deep affection, fondness, tenderness, warmth, intimacy, attachment, endearment, devotion, adoration, doting, a great, intense and pleasure in something, have a soft spot for. This was love. Then I went to mercy, compassion or forgiveness shown towards someone whom it is within one's power to punish or harm. What a beautiful thing, mercy. And this is what marriage is, love and mercy. It is not about tit for tat, it is not about you do this for me and I do this for you. So it is about loving each other, taking care of each other, showing mercy towards each other. And as the creation of Allah, when we look at Quran, it starts with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So this is how Allah wants this relationship, which is love and mercy, to continue between everything, all of His creations. So then as a role model, I was looking for a husband and wife. So I said Muhammad Sallallahu as a role model, and his Azwaj, al-Mu'mineen, are a role model of marital relationship. So when we look at the relationship of Muhammad Sallallahu, It wasn't, like I have come home and, what is there to eat? He, he would ask, is there something to eat? Right? Not what is there to eat, but is there something to eat? And that would be fine if there was something or there wasn't anything. He didn't expect that there would be, a table set for him to have his meal. He would mend his own clothes. His azwaj were there doing the chores around that needed to be done. But he didn't want to be served. He could take care of himself. And then, a beautiful way. I was I really enjoyed this, that when Aisha Radiallahu anhu would get angry with Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, she would swear by the Lord of Ibrahim alayhi salam and not by the Lord of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That would show that she is really angry with him. Huh? And what a beautiful way of showing the anger, right? She's not screaming at him. He's not screaming at her. They are not calling, verbally abusing each other or throwing stuff at each other, or seeing how I can get back to her or him. So these are beautiful examples for us to live as honorable human beings with dignity, with respect, with value.
Sister Ambreen, I would just interrupt you here. And this is
Sure.
such beautiful, you have shared like such a beautiful moment of Prophet's life, like, of a seerah. So which guides us to the important fact that if our relationship with Allah, our Creator, is good, our relationship with His creation will be at its best as well.
Exactly.
So the key
Exactly.
here is even like Hazrat Aisha and like the relationship to the spouse or parents or siblings or anyone is secondary. Is main, like the key of the life is to have a straight relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes.
That is on the
Yes.
straight
Yes.
path, inshallah. Everything else will fall where it's supposed to fall.
Yes. Yes.
Inshallah.
And the relationship, he used to play with Aisha Radiallahu anha, right? He raised her. He used to raise her, right? And she won when she was younger. When she got older, she, got little weight on her. So he won. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam won. And that was the relationship of enjoyment and, appreciation and having fun with together, when it is about living together in harmony, in peace, in love. And when that is missing, when love and mercy are missing in the marriage, it leads to domestic violence. And what happens is, I will tell you the definition of domestic violence by State Department of Justice, Office of Violence Against Women. This is the definition from them. Domestic violence is the pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship that is used by one partner to gain or maintain control over another intimate partner. So it's a pattern of behavior to control and to gain power on another person. In those, many types of abuse are used in this definition: physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional, economic, psychological, threats, stalking, and cyber stalking. And because we are from the faith community, and mashallah, Imam Majid has also added spiritual abuse as one of the types of abuse in domestic violence. So love and mercy are very important for a marriage to be successful and for the home to be a peaceful and safe place to nurture our children. If the husband and wife don't have that strong, loving relationship, who is affected? Is our children. And children are totally dependent on parents. You know, they are dependent for their physical needs, emotional needs, psychological needs, and any other needs that you can name. They are totally dependent on us. So it is very important, if you want to have a strong family, a strong community, a strong nation, to focus on the family, the relationship between husband and wife. So I would like to share a case with you. And this came, I helped this client to leave an abusive home. And many times people have said that, you know, you are breaking homes. And I want to say this, that when a case comes to us, social services, the home is already broken. We are trying to salvage the pieces that can be salvaged. So it is very important to help those who are being abused and who are being harmed. So in this case, the case that I'm going to share with you, the names and the identifying information has been changed. So this, in this case, what happened is Tahir and Salima were engaged in their early 20s. They were a cute couple. The family thought that Tahir really loved Salima. He called many times a day and wanted to know what she was doing, and also at night before going to bed. Tahir said he really liked listening to Salima breathing when she was asleep. This made Salima feel uncomfortable. She talked to her mom. Her mother said, "No, Salima, Tahir really loves you deeply." After a few months, Salima and Tahir got married. Tahir wanted to be with Salima all the time and did not want her to go anywhere without him. If she got a call from her family or friends, he wanted to know what was she talking about. Within few months, he told her that she is married now. It's her duty to be with him. She should not talk to her friends or family so often. They had many good days when he would take her out, buy flowers for her, and then would not talk to her because she was disobedient to him. Salima was not able to identify what she did that made him angry. Tahir told Salima that she cannot work outside the home because he didn't like it. Tahir would go and buy the grocery himself because she didn't know how to spend his money properly. He also stopped giving her money to spend on herself. Her parents did not teach her how to be a good wife. That's what he said to her. If Salima asked to go to her parents' home to separate for a few days, Tahir would say, I cannot live without you. Tahir checked Salima's computer history and her phone every day to see what she has been up to while he was at work. Salima's mother called me to say that she was scared for her daughter. And the help of faith, professional help, this marriage was able to survive. Um, the parents of Salima to their home and asked Tahir to go for treatment and go for counseling and see if this can be worked out. But this was caught very early in relationship. So there was hope for it. And Tahir was really willing to work hard to fix his marriage. So now, you know, when we hear of things like this happen, we want to help the victim. We want to protect her or protect him. We often don't think of helping the abuser. But I came across a very nice hadith that really put me back into focus. And this says, this is from Bukhari number 37, hadith number 237. Help your brother, whether he is an oppressor or an oppressed person. A companion asked, Messenger of God, I will help him if he is an oppressed person. But please tell me how I am to help him if he happens to be an oppressor. The Holy Prophet ﷺ answered, check him for doing injustice, because preventing him from committing aggression is a help to him. So subhanAllah, as Muslims, we are asked to intervene when we see that there is oppression, there is injustice, somebody is being victimized. It is our duty as Muslims to step in and to help. So inshallah, if you want to ask questions, I am.
So Sister Ambreen, one of the questions that I received is that in your 20 years career, how many times have you seen that a man is approaching you or like men have approached you because they were being victimized?
I had maybe 5 or 6 cases of men coming to us and asking for help. And they were really victimized. One of them was also physically harmed. His wife had stabbed him. And, I mean, we sent him to a domestic violence shelter to be protected and, go about all the things that we needed to do to protect him. There were other abuse, verbal abuse, and also economic abuse that I saw in the other cases. And when a man comes to us, we treat him the same as when a woman comes to us, because our work is not about men or women. It's about helping the one who's being abused.
Which is a very, very good thing. So Sister Ambreen, one more thing, what advice would you give us as a community if somebody notices or observes that there is abuse going on? What advice would you give us as a community to help others? How do we intervene? How do we guide others?
Inshallah. So like any other masjid, I'm pretty sure the cases are coming to the imams. And the imam is listening to many families who are going through either violence or some, conflict. So I would advise that at that stage, when they both are to you, please have professional help available to help them. And also, if you feel that, working with a professional as a community, if, let's say, if this victim, when she comes out or he comes out from his home, needs a place to stay, um, maybe can do the financial assistance. Maybe if they need furniture, the community can get together and donate furniture to this family. If they need food, all these survival of a person. When it's so important when a woman moves out with her children to have a place for the children, to have clothing, to have food, to have shelter, and also good influence, good people in the lives of this child that can influence the child. Because what this child has seen, if they are coming from domestic violence, is that there is disrespect. The parents don't know how to control their stress, not healthy way of controlling their stress, and the communication, how we communicate with each other without violence and, in a good manner. They haven't learned that. So they need this positive influence of the people in the community that can mentor them and help them to learn new ways of communication, positive ways of communication.
Thank you
So,
so much, Mr. Ambreen. And like lastly, I will ask like if somebody is trying to reach you, what is your email address or phone number of the faith that they can call to get help?
okay. So the email address is info@faithus.org. Um, and it comes directly to me. And then I will channel it to the domestic violence department.
Thank you so much, Sister Ambreen, for being on my show and giving us some insight of this important, unfortunately preventable public health issue. Thank you so much again. Inshallah, I'm looking forward to have you again in my next session on October 21st at the same time with some more details and some more information about domestic violence. Take care.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Now I have Sister Talibah Hassan, my beautiful host, with me. She is the Vice President of Muslim Association of Virginia. She will have some announcements from our masjid for us, as well as some words of wisdom. Sister Talibah, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. I'm going to pull up and share my screen. I do have some announcements today. Here we go. Before I start, I'd like to thank Sister Ambreen for being with us today. And I thought the example was very good. And I hope people think about what she said. And in the past, we won't do it today, I talked about mindful breathing. And when your emotions get high, when you want to say words that could hurt, not heal, you need to stop, breathe through your nose. Because breathing, mindful breathing, it reduces our blood pressure. It lowers our agitated emotions. It sends oxygen to our brain so that we can calmly think and calmly communicate. So remember, if you feel you're getting out of control, stop, breathe. If you don't, 10 seconds is good. If you can do it longer, that's better. So keep that in mind, that we have a mechanism within ourselves to help calm ourselves. All right, as well as prayer. Uh, and so talking about prayer, Asma, can we see this? Yes? Okay. So right now we have prayer in the lobby for Fajr prayer and Isha prayer. You need to bring your rug and you need to wear your mask. We are still having Juma outside. And again, you need to bring your rug. If you need a chair, you need to bring it yourself, a folding lawn chair or whatever, and you need to wear your mask. For those of you who will not be coming out because you're in one of the risk groups, then the second prayer, which this week will be the 1:30 prayer, is live on Facebook. Just go to the website and click the Facebook Live. You don't have to have Facebook. You just click it and you will hear the Juma prayer. All right. I just want to remind everyone that the census is going on until October 31st. So, April 1st, whoever was in your house, April 1st, living in your house, those are the people you put on the census, not who was visiting, but who actually lives. All you have to do is pick up your phone and say, "Hey Google, 2020 census," and it will take you to the census page. It only takes a few minutes to fill it out. And you say, "Oh, why do this?" Two reasons. You pay taxes. I pay taxes. Wouldn't you like to get some of your tax money back? Yes? All right. So the government collects taxes and then it redistributes that money to the states. All right. The more people that are in the state of Virginia, the more money we get back. So you need to be counted so we get all the dollars that are supposed to be coming to us come to us. Second, representatives. We have 2 senators from every state. That's 50 times 2. There's only 100 senators, but there's hundreds of congressmen. And that's because it's by population. The more people in Virginia that get counted, the better and more representation that we get. So please, if you haven't filled out your 2020 census, please do so. And it doesn't matter whether you're an American citizen or not. That information is not going to go to anyone that could harm you. It's all about who's in each household as of April the 1st. So talking about representation and voting is a civic duty. Each vote matters. And just like as individuals, we have to pray, but we get more benefits if we pray as a ummah. Well, your vote, you're voting as an individual, but collectively, if everybody shows up and votes, then we move forward with a undisputed election. So you can actually vote at the DMV in Woodbridge on Caton Road from 8:30 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday, and from 9 to noon on Saturday. Gainesville Haymarket Library, if you live in that part of the county. That's on Littner Road in Haymarket. It's from 10 to 5, Monday through Friday. Then we have the Prince William Office of Elections. It's on Lee Avenue in Manassas. And again, they are 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. If you want to know, am I registered? Do I need to register? Get registered? Where's my polling location? All you have to do, really, you can just say, and it's going to talk back to me, but all you have to do is say, I vote, or PWC votes, either one of those. And that information will come up and you can go to the site and study it. And I think that's all. So, Sister Asma, I'm going to turn it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Talibah, for the valuable information. I hope everyone takes part in the census and everyone goes out and vote. You can unshare your screen now, Sister Talibah. So I hope everyone goes out and vote this year, take part in the census, as Sister Talba mentioned. And as always, Sister Talba, I love your technique about breathing and controlling your emotion through breathing, which is such an easy and simple technique, and it's in our control. So until next time, everyone, keep safe, keep yourself informed with what's going on with the COVID and other public health issues in your community. Inshallah, I hope to see you again on October 21st at the same time. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Ambreen and Sister Talibah Hassan. Once again, Sister Ambreen, thank you so much. Inshallah, I hope to see you again. Assalamu alaikum.